I have a pit in my stomach. Oh. Hi. Let's play The House in the Woods. Hello and welcome to Hula New Play Short Indie Horror Games. Today I'm going to play a relatively oldish game by Mini Goliath that I was recommended at least a year ago. And apparently this is a game that's heavily inspired by Blair Witch and is really, really good. So I don't know why it took me a while to play this. This was a submission to Haunted PS1, Wretched Weekend 1. And let's see on the itch page. How old is it? 2020. Oh wow, it's so old. Anyways, yeah. So the story is on a camping trip into the forest, your friend has vanished in the night. As you step away from your camp to investigate, you realize you're lost as well. That is an actually horrifying premise. First of all, camping is horrible. Pooping in the woods, it's not for me. But second, it's also super, like, you're dark in the woods, you know, and you're lost. And especially in the Blair Witch scenario, you know, where, like, you enter a weird parallel environment where there is no escape. It's super creepy. So let's see. Let's get scared. On October 22nd, 1999, Daniel Leonard and his friend Heather Myrick went missing while on a camping expedition. No! Ugh. October 22nd, 1999. I don't know what happened there. I don't like that. I want to click on my own. Look, I need to... It's immediately press T or pad down. There you go. Like, it immediately started and I have to record this. And then I read and everything was already too late. Can I run? Oh shit, I can run. I don't want to run. So that's an X. Oh, it's already great atmosphere. I don't like it. So it's runes. Do I have stamina? It seems I can just run. I don't think I would do this. I actually think I would stick to the camp. It's also what they tell you. Like, if you get lost in the wild, actually stick to where you are. Because if you move around, especially if you move away from the campsite, it's harder for them to find you. All those noises. I actually got lost now. I don't know where I'm going. Would this be on loop? I heard something from the left, I think. Huh. Oh man, I would be so scared. Oh. Man, the sound and music of this is amazing. It's great design. Can I go? No? Can I go? Oh, God. Man, I ran right into that wall. Oh, okay. So we go here. Oh, God. Yeah, that's the bloody handprints of Blair Witch. So for all your younglings, I don't know if you ever watched Blair Witch, but it was really cool. One of the first. It's not the first found footage. Don't want any Cannibal Holocaust weirdo fans, you know, being up in my comments. Oh, I have like an actual compass here. But anyway, so it's about a crew that wants to like talk about a myth about a witch, the Blair Witch, and then they go into the woods. And it was marketed back then as a real thing, you know, so that it was marketed as if that actually happened. Like, it wasn't a movie, it was, you know, a documentary, basically, and that those people were missing. And they deliberately cast people who were not really famous actors. And it was absolutely fantastic. It's a great movie. I think it still holds up. It might be too slow of storytelling for a lot of people. But it's really great. And there they had like handprints of victims. Oh man, that sound design is great. Because I I have a pit in my stomach. Oh. Hi. Oh no, it's a lot of you. That's not a good sign, right? Like, at best, you're a witch coven. At worst, you're the clan. Neither options are great. Oh. There we go. Still there, I guess. Are you closer? Am I imagining that? Oh, God. Okay. Hi, I'm still here. In case you were wondering, you were worried about me. Oh, that goes... Okay. No, that's closed. I don't think they're moving closer. They're just standing... Yeah. What about that? That's close, okay. Very linear. I cannot move, by the way. Okay, well... They're gone. I actually don't like that. Can I go outside? No, it's boarded up. That was not a human. So I cannot go outside. Oh, it's just a tree. I thought it was like a big monster. No, of course not. Why did I even go in? Why did I leave my why did I camp in this forest? Wouldn't I... You know, if I had to camp nowadays, I would probably always Google people missing. Like, name of the forest and the area, then like people missing. You know, am I part of this? No. I don't think so. I wouldn't be... Well, you can never say I never would be part of a cult, because especially people who think they never would be part of it, very susceptible to it, because they think they're smarter than others. But I hope I never would be member of a murderous cult, at least. You know? But who knows what's in the future for me? I mean... My breathing is so loud. But I think... I saw it. Did you see it? So I heard when... there's a movie called The Strangers. It's a really creepy story. Really great movie. And Liv Taylor plays the protagonist in that. And she said, she read up that when you're scared, it's like your body is exhausted. And so you are out of breath. So whenever she shot those scenes, she would... Yeah, I see all those hands. She would run around the house a couple of times, because apparently, yeah, when you're really, really scared, it's like you're exhausted. Like it's you, like you just ran a marathon. Oh no. I don't know why I'm always looking out the window. Maybe because I feel like that's my escape. What? I don't want to go in the middle of this. That's a cool outfit, though. I hope they unlock that on Dreamlight Valley. They do have a plague mask there, so why not? Shit, I think I have to go. Okay. No? Why did I do this? Now I regret it. So that's my friend. Oh. Okay. I love this soundtrack. That reminds me of a lot of X-Files episodes. Yeah, I watch a lot of movies, okay? I still watch a lot of movies, so... And apparently it's the kind of game, you know, where I get inspired. What's that? Oh, there's my hand. That's me. Can I use that? What even is that? I just want to go outside. Can I just leave her? Fuck her. Oh shit, I can't. Sorry. Did you hear that? I didn't mean it. That was a joke. Okay, well, let's go into the creepy Blair Witch. That's not a human voice anymore. Oh, there it is. It's the Blair Witch. Okay. You know, and that's why I don't go camping. I mean, pooping in the woods and this? Come on, it's too much. It's too much. Oh. Well, hello there. I do like a nice, cool monster. And you look gorgeous. Oh, Scotland. Oh, yeah. I remember this was hyped to me as well. Like someone recommended it and said like this is absolutely amazing. And I remember, I don't know who it was, but someone played. I watched quite a few Let's Plays of the Blair Witch game by, I think it was Bloober who did this. And a lot of people said, you know what, House in the Woods is actually that's the best Blair Witch game. Because it's, first of all, it's not official like that. It's not a Blair Witch game, but it plays like, you know, that's how you would want a game like this to play. Because I think a Blair Witch game by Bloober, the main problem was that the pacing was off, and they added a lot of like psychological horror shit that was really yeeting you out of the experience, you know. Because the great thing about the movie is that you stay in the forest. Like, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of psychological horror. Like, well, it's wrong to say that, because actually there's quite a few psychological horror movies I really like. But at its worst, you know, it turns into this weird muddled mess where it like introduces just so much bullshit. And especially in games, you know, it's always like suddenly you're in a never-ending corridor. Oh, there's a toy. There's like, I don't know, it's just abstract, but for no reason. And so I think a really good horror experience is very much creepy when it's either completely in an alien world or when it's actually in a normal setting that doesn't behave like it should be. And I think a lot of people took the wrong lessons from psychological horror games like Silent Hill, for example, because that is actually, you know, partially psychological horror. And thought, you know, I just throw weird stuff at the protagonist and that's it. But that's really not what makes it great. Psychological horror is basically when you don't really know what's real and what's not anymore. But that doesn't mean that everything has to be weirdly long corridors, changing rooms, you know, impossible architecture, impossible space, and also not just always random shit from your past. You know, psychological horror can also be when you encounter something that you cannot really comprehend, you know, or when your own trauma takes over, and kind of feels like an actual entity that wants to hurt you. And this game, you know, it does it right, because that's actually, it's not psychological horror. I think that's very much, that's a cult in the woods, you know. That sacrifices people to a monster. That's all I want. That's all I want for Christmas. Because I'm actually playing this on December 25th. Probably when I post this, it's a week later or so, but yeah. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Very beautiful. How did you like it? How did you like the monster? Look, I'm a big fan of unique monster design. I thought that was really beautiful. I would have liked to look at it more, but I really enjoyed when it was like climbing through the house like a little spider goddess, and then wasn't. It was more like a horned goddess. Reminded me a little bit of the Ritual, actually, which that is The book is not psychological horror, and that's the weird thing. And then the movie turned into psychological horror, partially. A little bit, not fully. But I actually like the book more than the movie. But I enjoy the movie for its visuals. It's very rich in visuals. Because in the book you had more like, okay, so The Ritual is a story about a group of friends camping after they lost one of their friends to a horrible crime. Murder, aka murder. And they you can see from the beginning on that the group is kind of splintered. They have their issues with each other, everyone, like, I think as it is with a lot of older friend groups, that everyone, it's some, like, first of all, not everyone likes each other on the same level. You like some people more than others, and then also you're like, oh, this person, he's always kind of lying, or he's always lending money and never giving it back, but he's not even owning up to it, he's not even saying it, admitting to it. And so what I really liked about this story was that you get really sights into the group. Like, before shit even starts to go weird, you already have this crack in their relationships. And that's something that I really like in movies in general, like relationships. It's interesting. And then weird stuff starts to happen. I think they go camping in the Swedish woods for some reason, and then they happen upon weird stuff. And yeah, and the book is really cool because it really goes into those relationships. So when shit starts to happen, it is creepy because you kind of have to stick together, but also at some point you have to choose, will you help this person or will you help yourself? Or if you have to choose between two people, who will you choose? Your best friend is more hurt than the other person, so you have to carry them. And the kind of somewhat friend you don't even really like, you could actually help them a lot more. Who will you choose? Like, it's like a little bit of a trolley problem, but not really. Anyway, so yeah. And the movie kind of, they had that, but only in very bits and bobs. And they just, they rushed it a little bit when it comes to the relationships. But the movie, it's a must watch, I think, for the special effects and the atmosphere and the whole set design, because that is gorgeous. And I think, honestly, it has one of the greatest entity designs ever. Because when I was reading that book, very often when I read a horror book and there's a really cool monster in there, I'm like, wow, how will they pull this off? How would they pull this off in a movie? And in this case, when I saw it, I was in love. I looked up the designer. I found their Tumblr and I was like commenting, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Because it's one of the greatest design. It is so good. It is so good. I still think about it. It's one of the, because it's gorgeous and horrifying. And it's just, everything is, it's like when you watch Annihilation, the monster design there as well, it is so out of this world. So watch The Ritual. It's really worth it. It is a really cool story. Again, the psychological horror aspect, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's visually very stunningly done. So at least you have that. And it's a very good cast. Everyone is acting their heart out. Yeah, also my black cat is again sitting in the corridor in the darkness, and I just have her eyes reflecting from the light here of my setup. And she's creeping me out. I have such a weirdo cat. Anyways, I hope you had a good time, man. I was ranting here, just forgetting myself. Because I had such a great time. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. If you're new to this channel, you can subscribe. And I promise you, if you get lost in your woods, and your friend also gets lost and you're just looking for them and you end up in my cultish murder house, I will let you go, because setting up this whole ritual, like, then I have to invite all the other cult members, and I just want to have a calm, quiet weekend. Like, I was really getting ready to just, get on the pajamas, get some cool food delivered, watch a movie, I don't want to get the whole gang and then set everything, and then I have to get up, like, get dressed in my robes and whatnot. So just scramble, just leave and we'll forget about it, okay? So subscribe! Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe see you next time. Bye bye! This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's play.